Prioritize yourself today. Ladies and gentlemen, in the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters you. We are constantly pulled in different directions, asked to do more, give more, and be more. But the truth is, in order to live a fulfilling, successful life, the most important thing you can do is prioritize yourself today. Why? Because you cannot give your best to others, to your work, or to your goals if you are not fully invested in your own well-being. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. It's the first step toward becoming the best version of yourself, and it's the foundation of every success you will achieve. The power of self-awareness, unlocking your true potential. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, who am I? What drives me? What do I truly want from life? It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of daily routines and external expectations. But in order to prioritize yourself and unlock your true potential, you must first understand the person who holds the key to your future. Self-awareness is the foundation of everything you do. Without it, you're like a ship without a rudder, drifting through life without direction. But with self-awareness, you gain clarity, control, and the ability to navigate through life's challenges with purpose and intention. Today, we will explore why self-awareness is so powerful and how you can cultivate it to achieve your dreams. Understanding yourself, the foundation of personal growth. Self-awareness begins with understanding yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, desires, values, and beliefs. It means knowing what makes you tick and what drives you forward. It's about taking the time to reflect on your past experiences, to learn from them, and to identify patterns in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Imagine you are building a house. The first step is to know the plot of land on which you will build. In the same way, self-awareness is the foundation on which you will build your life. Without this understanding, you cannot build a strong, successful, and meaningful life, because you will constantly be building on shaky ground. When you truly know yourself, you can make more informed decisions, set clear goals, and choose the path that aligns with your authentic self. You stop living for others' approval or trying to fit into molds that don't suit you. Instead, you start living for yourself and creating a life that is uniquely yours. Self-reflection, the tool for deepening self-awareness. Self-awareness requires self-reflection, the ability to step back and objectively examine your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Reflection allows you to see patterns in your behavior and understand why you act the way you do in certain situations. Through self-reflection, you begin to understand the why behind your choices. Why do you procrastinate? Why do you shy away from certain opportunities? Why do you react the way you do under stress? These insights help you become more conscious of your decisions and their consequences. Start by taking just a few minutes each day to reflect. Ask yourself questions like, what went well today, and what could I improve on? What emotions did I experience, and why? Did I make choices that align with my long-term goals? These simple practices of self-reflection can significantly increase your self-awareness and help you make more deliberate, purposeful choices moving forward. The role of emotional intelligence in self-awareness. Self-awareness is closely linked to emotional intelligence. EQ refers to your ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as your ability to empathize with others. When you develop emotional intelligence, you become more attuned to your emotional state, which in turn enhances your self-awareness. Imagine you're in a heated conversation with a colleague. If you're not aware of your emotions, you might react impulsively, causing conflict. But with emotional intelligence, you can recognize your emotions in the moment, pause, and choose a response that aligns with your values. This ability to regulate your emotions gives you control over how you interact with the world. By increasing your emotional intelligence, you gain a deeper understanding of your triggers, emotional patterns, and the ways in which your feelings impact your decisions. This knowledge helps you manage stress, make thoughtful choices, and build stronger, more positive relationships. Discovering your strengths and weaknesses. A critical component of self-awareness is understanding your strengths and weaknesses. When you know where your strengths lie, you can leverage them to achieve your goals and succeed in areas that require those particular abilities. Similarly, acknowledging your weaknesses is just as important, because it gives you the opportunity to work on improving them or delegating tasks to others who possess complementary strengths. Start by identifying the areas in which you naturally excel. Are you great at problem solving, communication, creativity, or organization? These are your strengths, and you can build your goals around them to create more success in your life. On the other hand, acknowledging your weaknesses is not about self-criticism, but about growth. If you know that public speaking makes you anxious, you can take steps to improve this skill or find alternative ways to communicate your ideas. Embrace your weaknesses as opportunities for growth, and you will continue to evolve as a person. Aligning your actions with your values. One of the most important aspects of self-awareness is understanding your core values, those principles that define who you are and guide your decisions. When your actions align with your values, you feel more fulfilled, confident, and authentic. On the other hand, when your actions contradict your values, you may experience frustration, guilt, or confusion. Take the time to reflect on your values. What matters most to you? Is it family, career success, creativity, or personal growth? Once you understand your values, you can make decisions that honor them, leading to greater happiness and fulfillment. For example, if one of your values is health and well-being, you will prioritize self-care, healthy eating, and regular exercise. If your value is integrity, you will consistently make honest choices, even when it's difficult. Aligning your actions with your values not only enhances self-awareness, but also leads to greater peace of mind and satisfaction. Self-awareness as a tool for achieving your goals. When you understand who you are and what you want, self-awareness becomes a powerful tool for achieving your goals. It helps you set realistic, achievable goals that align with your strengths and values. It also helps you identify obstacles, both external and internal, that may stand in your way, allowing you to develop strategies to overcome them. For example, if you're aware that you struggle with time management, you can implement strategies like time blocking or setting specific deadlines to stay on track. If you're aware that you tend to get discouraged easily, you can work on developing a more resilient mindset. Self-awareness gives you the clarity and insight you need to make informed choices that move you closer to your goals, and it empowers you to navigate challenges with confidence and purpose. The continuous journey of self-awareness. Self-awareness is not a one-time achievement, but a continuous journey. As you grow and evolve, your understanding of yourself will deepen. Your goals, values, and priorities may shift, and that's okay. The key is to remain committed to the process of self-reflection, learning, and growth. Remember that self-awareness is a lifelong practice. The more you engage with it, the more you'll uncover about yourself, your potential, and your purpose. The power of self-awareness cannot be overstated. It is the key to unlocking your true potential, understanding your desires, and aligning your actions with your goals. When you make self-awareness a priority, you gain the clarity, confidence, and control needed to shape the life you've always dreamed of. So take the time today to reflect, to understand, and to invest in your greatest asset, you. Taking responsibility for your life, the first step toward true success. In life, there is one fundamental truth that we must all come to terms with. You are the architect of your own destiny. We live in a world that often encourages us to look outward for answers, to blame others for our challenges, or to wait for the perfect opportunity. But true success begins when you make a conscious decision to take full responsibility for your life, your choices, and your actions. Today we will explore why taking responsibility is so critical, how it empowers you, and how it leads to the achievement of your deepest goals. Taking ownership of your choices. The first step in taking responsibility is understanding that your choices, both big and small, shape the course of your life. Often we fall into the trap of believing that external circumstances, other people, or bad luck have more control over our lives than we do. However, when we look closely, we realize that many of the situations we face today are the direct result of our past decisions. Taking responsibility means acknowledging this truth and realizing that you are the one who ultimately controls your future. No matter what circumstances you find yourself in, It is your response, your attitude, and your actions that determine where you go from here. Instead of blaming your environment or circumstances, ask yourself, what decisions can I make today to improve my future? This mindset shift empowers you to take ownership of your life and move forward with confidence, knowing that you have the power to create the outcomes you desire. Embracing accountability for your actions. Another essential aspect of responsibility is accountability. When we take responsibility for our lives, we don't just acknowledge the choices we make, we also hold ourselves accountable for the results of those choices. Accountability is about being honest with yourself and others. It's easy to make excuses or to shift the blame when things don't go as planned. But true growth happens when we look in the mirror and own up to the consequences of our actions. This is where real learning takes place. When you take responsibility for your actions, you create a sense of integrity and trust within yourself. You stop relying on others to validate your choices or to bail you out when things go wrong. You recognize that every decision you make has an impact, and you take full ownership of the outcomes, both good and bad. The power of accountability lies in its ability to motivate you to do better next time. When you accept responsibility for your mistakes, you learn from them and grow stronger. You no longer see setbacks as failures, but as valuable lessons that propel you forward. Letting go of victimhood. One of the biggest obstacles to taking responsibility is the tendency to fall into a victim mindset. It's easy to feel like life is unfair, that you've been dealt a bad hand, or that the world is conspiring against you. But the truth is, when you adopt a victim mentality, you give up your power. You give away control of your life to forces outside of you. Taking responsibility means rejecting this mindset. It means saying, I am in control of my life. It means recognizing that, no matter what has happened to you in the past, you have the power to create your future. Victimhood keeps you stuck. It prevents you from seeing opportunities, taking action, and creating the life you want. When you let go of the victim mentality, you free yourself from limitations and begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or blaming others, take responsibility for your role in the situation. Ask yourself, what can I do to change the outcome? This empowers you to take action, make changes, and move forward with purpose. The power of self-discipline and responsibility. Taking responsibility also involves developing self-discipline, the ability to control your actions, emotions, and behaviors to achieve your long-term goals. Discipline is what allows you to stay focused and committed, even when things get tough. Without self-discipline, it's easy to fall off track, give in to distractions, or let setbacks derail your progress. Self-discipline is about making the right choices, even when it's hard. It's about doing the work day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. When you take responsibility for your life, you commit to doing whatever it takes to reach your goals, regardless of the obstacles that may arise. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, taking responsibility means showing up at the gym consistently, regardless of how tired you are or how much you'd rather stay home. If your goal is to advance in your career, it means putting in the effort to learn new skills, take on challenges, and build meaningful relationships. Self-discipline enables you to stay focused on what truly matters, even in the face of temptation or difficulty. It turns your dreams into reality by ensuring that you consistently take the necessary steps to achieve them. How taking responsibility leads to personal empowerment. The ultimate benefit of taking responsibility is the sense of personal empowerment it brings. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for things to happen and start making things happen. You begin to realize that the power to change your life is within you, not outside of you. Personal empowerment means recognizing that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. It's the belief that you have the ability to overcome obstacles, learn new things, and take meaningful action toward your goals. By taking responsibility, you stop being a passive observer in your own life and become an active creator of your own success. As you take responsibility for your life, you gain confidence in your ability to navigate challenges and make decisions. You learn to trust yourself and your abilities, and you stop relying on others to define your path. You become the leader of your own journey, making choices that align with your values, goals, and vision for the future. Responsibility as the foundation of true success. Taking responsibility is not just about achieving success, it is the foundation of a life well lived. It's about understanding that you have the power to shape your future through your choices, your actions, and your attitude. It's about being proactive instead of reactive, and making decisions that align with your long-term vision rather than seeking short-term rewards. True success comes from taking responsibility for every aspect of your life, your relationships, your career, your health, and your personal growth. It comes from realizing that you have the power to change your circumstances, no matter where you start. Taking responsibility is not about perfection, it's about commitment, growth, and the willingness to learn from every experience. Taking responsibility is the first and most crucial step toward true success. When you take ownership of your life, you empower yourself to make the changes necessary to create the future you want. You stop waiting for the perfect circumstances and you start taking action. Responsibility brings clarity, confidence, and the power to turn dreams into reality. So today, I challenge you, take full responsibility for your life. Own your choices, your actions, and your future. The journey to success begins the moment you decide to take responsibility. The importance of setting boundaries, protecting your time, energy, and well-being. In today's world, we are constantly surrounded by distractions, demands from others, and pressures to give more of ourselves. Whether it's from work, family, friends, or even our own internal expectations, it can often feel like there's no time left for ourselves. But here's the truth. If you don't set boundaries, you will find yourself drained, overwhelmed, and unable to focus on the things that truly matter. Setting boundaries is not just about saying no to others. It's about saying yes to yourself, your goals, and your well-being. It's about recognizing that in order to be your best self, you need to protect your time, energy, and mental health. In this speech, we will explore why boundaries are so important, how to set them effectively, and the positive impact they can have on your life. The necessity of boundaries in a busy world. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, it's easy to get lost in the noise. We are constantly bombarded with requests, demands, and distractions, whether it's a colleague needing help, a friend asking for a favor, or an email that requires an immediate response. Without boundaries, it's easy to fall into the trap of trying to do everything for everyone. You may feel obligated to meet the expectations of others, even at the cost of your own well-being. But here's the harsh reality: if you don't protect your time and energy, you will have nothing left to give to the things that matter most: your personal goals, your health, your relationships, and your happiness. Boundaries are essential for maintaining balance and focus in your life. They allow you to prioritize the activities that are aligned with your values and goals, while protecting you from the stress and overwhelm that comes with overcommitting. The role of boundaries in maintaining healthy relationships. Setting boundaries is not just about protecting yourself, it's also crucial for fostering healthy relationships with others. When you don't set boundaries, you may find yourself constantly giving in to the demands of others, even when it's not in your best interest. This can lead to feelings of resentment, burnout, and frustration. By setting clear boundaries, you communicate your needs and limitations to others, and you create space for healthier, more respectful relationships. Healthy boundaries are the foundation of mutual respect. They help you say no without guilt, express your needs honestly, and ensure that your time and energy are used in ways that align with your values. For example, if a colleague asks you to take on additional work, you can set a boundary by respectfully saying, "I currently have a full workload, and I need to prioritize my existing responsibilities." This allows you to protect your time and ensures that you are not overburdened. Setting boundaries also helps you maintain a sense of self-respect. When you establish limits, you show others that you value your own time and energy. This encourages them to respect your needs as well. Boundaries as a tool for personal growth. In order to grow and develop as individuals, we must protect our time and energy so that we can focus on what truly matters. Boundaries allow you to prioritize personal growth by carving out time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Without boundaries, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of others, leaving no time for self-improvement or reflection. But when you set aside time for yourself, whether it's for learning, exercising, meditating, or pursuing a passion, you are investing in your own development. These moments of solitude and focus enable you to recharge, grow, and move forward toward your goals. Boundaries help you avoid burnout by ensuring that you are not constantly drained by the demands of the outside world. When you protect your personal time and energy, you can give your best to the things that truly matter to you. How to set effective boundaries. Setting boundaries can be challenging, especially when you're used to saying yes to everyone around you. But it's important to remember that setting boundaries is a form of self-care and personal empowerment. You are not responsible for the needs and desires of others at the expense of your own well-being. Here are some practical steps to help you set effective boundaries. You know your limits. The first step in setting boundaries is to understand your own limits. What drains you? What activities, people, or situations cause stress or anxiety? Identifying your limits allows you to make conscious decisions about what you can and cannot take on. Communicate clearly. Once you are aware of your limits, communicate them clearly to others. This could be as simple as saying, "I can't take on any more projects right now," or "I need some personal time this evening to recharge." Be assertive, but also respectful in your communication. Say no without guilt. Saying no is one of the most important aspects of setting boundaries. It's okay to say no when you're feeling overwhelmed or when something doesn't align with your priorities. Saying no is not an act of selfishness. It's an act of self-preservation. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Set time limits. Boundaries are not just about people. They also involve how you manage your time. If you need to focus on a project or spend time with your family, set clear time limits for work or other obligations. For example, you might decide that after 7 p.m. you will not answer work emails or take business calls. Respect others' boundaries. Just as you need to set boundaries, you must also respect the boundaries of others. The long-term benefits of setting boundaries. While setting boundaries may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to saying no, the long-term benefits are immeasurable. By protecting your time, energy, and well-being, you create a foundation for a more fulfilling, balanced life. Reduced stress and burnout. When you don't have to constantly worry about overcommitting or pleasing others, you reduce stress and avoid burnout. You have more mental and emotional energy to focus on the things that matter most. Increased productivity and focus. Setting boundaries allows you to eliminate distractions and focus on your goals. When you have clear limits, you can be more productive and intentional with your time. Improved relationships. Boundaries help you communicate your needs and expectations, leading to healthier, more respectful relationships with others. Greater self-respect and confidence. When you set and enforce your own boundaries, you show yourself that you value your own time and well-being. This builds self-respect and confidence, empowering you to take control of your life. More time for personal growth. With clear boundaries, you free up time and energy to invest in your personal growth, whether it's through learning new skills, exercising, or pursuing passions that nourish your soul. Setting boundaries is not just about saying no, it's about saying yes to yourself. It's about recognizing that your time, energy, and well-being are valuable and worth protecting. By setting clear boundaries, you give yourself the freedom to focus on what truly matters: your goals, your relationships, and your personal growth. Boundaries empower you to create a life that is aligned with your values and aspirations. So, today, I encourage you to take the first step in setting your boundaries. Protect your time, prioritize your well-being, and invest in your future. The power of consistency, building momentum, and achieving lasting success. In the pursuit of success, we often look for shortcuts, quick fixes, or overnight transformations. The truth is, the most profound achievements are not the result of a single grand effort, but rather the result of consistent actions taken over time. Consistency is the key to building momentum, breaking through obstacles, and ultimately achieving lasting success. The definition of consistency. At its core, consistency means showing up and doing the work, day in and day out, regardless of the obstacles or distractions that may arise. It's about taking deliberate, focused actions towards your goals, even when the results are not immediately visible. The truth is, many people start with great enthusiasm but lose steam as time goes on. They give up before they've even had the chance to see the results of their efforts. Consistency, however, is about sticking with something long enough to let it grow. It's about putting in the work even when you don't feel like it, and even when the progress seems slow. It's the foundation for long-term success. How consistency creates momentum. Momentum is a powerful force that can carry you through difficult times and propel you forward, even when the going gets tough. Consistency is the key to building momentum. When you consistently show up and take action toward your goals, no matter how small the steps, you create a force that gains speed and power over time. You think of momentum like pushing a boulder up a hill. At first, it requires significant effort to get the boulder moving. But once it starts rolling, the effort needed to keep it going becomes less and less. Similarly, when you take consistent action, you begin to build momentum in your life. Over time, the small, seemingly insignificant actions add up, creating a compounding effect that leads to big results. Momentum is a game changer because once you have it on your side, it becomes easier to maintain progress. Your efforts start to feel less like a struggle and more like an unstoppable force. Consistency is the spark that ignites this momentum and drives it forward. The impact of consistency on personal growth. Success is not just about achieving a specific goal, it's about becoming the person capable of achieving that goal. And the key to personal growth is consistency. When you consistently take action towards your goals, you are not only working towards the result, but you are also developing new habits, skills, and mindsets along the way. Every time you show up to do the work, you reinforce your commitment to your growth. Whether it's reading a book, practicing a skill, or exercising, consistent actions lead to improvement. It's through repetition and persistence that we build the discipline, focus, and resilience needed to succeed. Consistency also helps you stay focused on the process rather than just the outcome. Many people give up on their dreams because they are too fixated on the end result. But when you focus on consistent progress, you learn to appreciate the journey. Every small step you take builds your confidence, strengthens your resolve, and brings you closer to becoming the person you want to be. Consistency in the face of challenges and setbacks. It's easy to stay consistent when everything is going well, but true success is built when you continue to show up during difficult times. Life is filled with challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. It's how we respond to these difficulties that determines our level of success. When faced with challenges, many people get discouraged and abandon their goals. However, those who stay consistent, who continue to take action, even when things aren't going their way, are the ones who eventually achieve success. Consistency in the face of adversity is a powerful testament to your commitment to your goals. When setbacks happen, and they will, don't see them as failures. Instead, view them as opportunities to practice resilience and perseverance. The more consistently you respond to challenges with determination and a focus on moving forward, the more you build your strength and ability to overcome obstacles. The greatest achievers in history are not the ones who never faced challenges. They are the ones who continued to move forward, even when it seemed impossible. Consistency gives you the power to push through difficulties and keep progressing towards your goals. How consistency leads to lasting results. One of the most remarkable aspects of consistency is its ability to deliver lasting results. In our world of instant gratification, it's easy to be impatient and expect quick results. But the truth is, the best results come from consistent effort over time. You think about the example of a tree. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It starts as a small seed, and over time, with consistent nourishment and care, it grows into a towering force. Similarly, your success grows steadily when you consistently nurture it with your efforts. The beauty of consistency is that it compounds. A small, daily action may not seem significant at first, but over weeks, months, and years, the results begin to add up. Whether it's building a business, improving your health, or developing a new skill, consistency ensures that your efforts will pay off in the long run. In contrast, a lack of consistency results in a scattered approach to life, where you may make progress in some areas, but fail to build momentum or achieve lasting success. The key to lasting results is simple: consistency day after day, week after week, and month after month. The role of discipline and patience in consistency. While consistency is crucial, it must be paired with discipline and patience. It's not always easy to stay consistent, especially when the results don't come quickly or when distractions pull you in different directions. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Patience is the ability to wait for the results, trusting that your consistent actions will lead to success in the long term. Without discipline, consistency can become erratic and ineffective. Discipline helps you stick to your routine, stay focused on your priorities, and maintain the momentum you've built. Patience, on the other hand, ensures that you don't get discouraged by the slow pace of progress. Success takes time, but with consistent effort, it will come. Remember, consistency is not about being perfect. It's about showing up regularly, doing the work, and trusting that your efforts will pay off. The combination of consistency, discipline, and patience creates a powerful recipe for success. The power of small daily habits. One of the easiest ways to implement consistency in your life is through small daily habits. These habits may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they lead to profound changes. It's the small things done consistently that make the biggest difference. For example, if your goal is to get fit, you don't need to train for hours every day. A 30-minute workout done consistently will deliver more results than occasional intense workouts. Similarly, reading a few pages of a book every day can add up to significant knowledge over time. Daily habits are the building blocks of long-term success. They help you stay on track, keep you focused on your goals, and ensure that you're making progress every day. The path to lasting success is not paved with shortcuts or sudden bursts of effort. It is built through consistent, deliberate action. When you commit to showing up every day, regardless of how small the step may seem, you are creating momentum that will carry you toward your goals. Consistency is the foundation upon which your success will be built. It will allow you to overcome obstacles, develop new habits, and create lasting change in your life. So, I encourage you today to embrace the power of consistency. Make it a daily habit and watch as your life transforms over time. The power of mindset, shaping your reality through positive thinking. How often do we find ourselves thinking about what we don't have or what we can't do, rather than focusing on what we can achieve and the opportunities before us? Our thoughts are the lens through which we view the world, and it's no secret that our mindset can significantly impact our success, happiness, and overall well-being. But what does it mean to have the right mindset? And how does it shape our reality? I want to explore the incredible power of mindset and how the way you think can directly influence the direction of your life. Whether you realize it or not, your mindset is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It determines how you approach challenges, perceive obstacles, and pursue your goals. With the right mindset, you have the power to create the life you desire, regardless of the circumstances. The role of mindset in achieving success. At the heart of every achievement is the mindset of the individual who set out to achieve it. Mindset is the internal framework that guides your actions and decisions. Whether it's in your personal life or career, the way you think will determine how you approach challenges, seize opportunities, and bounce back from setbacks. A growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset, believes that abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, perseverance, and learning. Those with a growth mindset understand that failure is not a permanent state, but an opportunity to learn and grow. They are not discouraged by setbacks because they know that with time and effort, they can improve and overcome any obstacle. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence are static and cannot be changed. People with a fixed mindset may avoid challenges because they fear failure, and they tend to give up easily when things get tough. Their mindset holds them back from reaching their full potential. If you want to achieve lasting success, it's essential to adopt a growth mindset, one that encourages continuous learning, adaptation, and resilience in the face of challenges. When you embrace this mindset, you open yourself up to endless possibilities and the potential for personal and professional growth. Shifting from negative to positive thinking. Our thoughts are powerful, and the way we think directly influences our reality. If we constantly focus on what could go wrong or dwell on our past mistakes, we limit our ability to see the potential for success. Negative thinking often leads to self-doubt, fear, and procrastination, all of which keep us stuck in the same place. But the good news is, we have the power to change our thoughts and shift from negativity to positive thinking. Positive thinking does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on the possibilities, solutions, and opportunities in any situation. It's about changing your internal dialogue from I can't to I will and I am capable. When you train your mind to focus on positive thoughts, you become more resilient, creative, and proactive. Positive thinking helps you to see setbacks as temporary obstacles, not permanent failures. It encourages you to keep moving forward and take the necessary steps toward your goals, even when the road seems uncertain. The impact of self-belief on your success. One of the most important aspects of mindset is self-belief. If you don't believe in your abilities, you are unlikely to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals. Self-belief is the foundation for taking risks, making bold decisions, and pushing past the fear of failure. People with strong self-belief are not afraid of failure because they know that every failure is a lesson that brings them closer to success. They trust in their ability to figure things out even when faced with challenges. Self-belief empowers you to take the first step, even when you don't have all the answers, because you trust that you will figure it out along the way. If you want to achieve success, you must first believe that you are capable of achieving it. Start by building your self-confidence through small wins, setting achievable goals, and celebrating your progress. As you build self-belief, you will find yourself taking on bigger challenges and reaching new heights of success. Developing a resilient mindset in the face of adversity. Life is full of ups and downs, and adversity is an inevitable part of the journey. But what separates those who succeed from those who fail is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, learn from failures, and keep going when the going gets tough. A resilient mindset doesn't view challenges as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow stronger. When things don't go as planned, a resilient person sees it as a chance to adapt and adjust. They refuse to give up, even when circumstances seem unfavorable. Resilience comes from the belief that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to greater success. With resilience, you develop the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. When you cultivate resilience, you are better equipped to handle adversity and persevere through difficult times.